begin our meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. If you'd like to join us, please stand.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Our first order of business is to adopt the agenda.
So moved. Second.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay. Motion passes. Our next order of business is to approve the consent agenda. Items on the consent agenda are considered to be routine and are enacted by one motion. There's no separate discussion on these items unless a commissioner or citizen so requests, in which case the item will be removed from the consent agenda and placed on the regular agenda. Are there any such requests?
Madam President, I move approval of the consent agenda.
Second.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay. Motion passes. On the regular agenda, we have one item, which is the FY18 third quarter impact fee loan balance, and we'll hear from Christine Tandler.
Good afternoon, Madam President, Commissioners. For the record, Christine Tandler, Budget Coordinator. Here to just do an information briefing on the loan balance for third quarter of FY18. We began the year at $16.7 million of a loan balance from the general fund, are ending the third quarter at $15.2 million. The major projects that are utilizing impact fees are State and VMP, Cole and Lake Hazel Road, and then two different segments of Cloverdale. The extraordinary impact fee balance began the year at almost $650,000 and is ending at about $785,000. In accordance with Ordinance 231 and Resolution 2160, I report a general fund loan of $15.2.
Thank you.
Thank you. Are there questions or comments? No? Okay. It's not an item that requires action, so thank you. The next item on our agenda is our public communications, and it appears that we have a couple of folks who would like to address the commission. If you'd like to come up one at a time and state your name and address for the record, please. Welcome.
It's already on. Hello, my name is Teresa Fleming. My address is 9299 Stewart Road, Meridian, 83642. I came before the commission today to talk to you about a charter school that I am working on in CUNA, Project Impact STEM Academy. I cannot speak to the construction stuff, and so I do have my developer to answer any specific questions. But we are currently in hold. We have 292 students waiting for our opening day, but our construction has come to a halt. And so I've come to plea to find out what it is that we can do to maybe progress things along, answer any questions, concerns that the board may have, or the commissioners may have, and how we get our school open, because that's my concern.
Michael Wright, I'm with with Pisa Land Holding. We're the developer for the charter school. We've been working closely with staff. I'm sorry, 460 North Redwood Road in North Salt Lake, Utah, 84054. We've been working with staff to work on our plan for the improvements along Hubbard Road in CUNA for the school. And as we've been working through the process, and we understand the Treasure Valley is busy, we have all our approvals with CUNA City minus showing the payment of impact fees to ACHD. And so if we can show our payment of impact fees to ACHD today, we can go ahead and they will let us continue with our modular buildings on site and doing the on-site work. With our comments, we received our comments back from staff Monday evening. Our civil engineer will have their comments in turn for tonight, and we'll be able to resubmit those. However, we would like to ask if there's any way possible that we can pull an encroachment permit to at least get utilities out of the street and into our site, so we could continue with our site work that way, and continue to work with staff on final approval of comments as we do that work, if that's a possibility. Again, we're asking for something that's a little bit out of the norm, and we recognize that. We're just asking for some help so we can get these students in class in the month of August. And so I'm prepared to pay impact fees today. If we need to have a cash surety in place before impact fees can be released per the letter, we can take care of that today as well. We're just asking for some help from the commissioners and staff to help move this along so we can continue our construction.
Well, we cannot take any action in public communications. We can hear your concerns and, ask questions. We can have staff work with you to try to address those, but we cannot take any formal action in public communications.
Understood. We just wanted to, talk about where we're at in the process, and just see if there's something or a direction that you may give us that we can go help move this along.
Okay.
Madam
Commissioners have any questions? Commissioner Goldthorpe?
And Gary, if you could come up, I probably, from what's been said, all that's needed is an encroachment permit, and I understand there's no geotechnical report or groundwater monitoring, and the stormwater report is missing some major components. Is there any way an encroachment permit can be issued without those being completed?
President Arnold, Commissioner Goldthorpe, as we stated to them in the past, we're trying to work with them. If they post the financial surety for the improvements, pay the impact fee, they can get their permit and move along. We've told them that. If they need to get the utilities, we can work with them on the permit to do that work while they're completing the plans before they do the road widening and construction of our required improvements. But we have to have the cash surety posted, which you just offered to do, and then pay the impact fee. That's all we need.
Okay.
Commissioner Woods?
Just a comment. I mean, I would encourage you to work with staff. I don't see that the staff is dragging their feet or doing anything wrong. It's important. These requirements are important for occupancy. They're important for encroachment. So I just encourage you to work with the staff. I don't see anything where the staff is dragging their feet, and so.
Okay, well, yeah, we continue to do that. I've done 3 other projects here recently with ACHD in town, so I certainly get the process. We're just asking for some help to kind of move through it quickly, and again, I'm prepared to pay those fees right now, and that would help us tremendously to keep things going. And then we do have all these, we got these comments Monday. We already have a turn for these comments coming back tonight.
Great.
So thank you.
Anything else from the commission? Okay. Then I would encourage you to meet with staff right after our meeting and see if you can get this moving.
Who would be the best person to meet with?
Mr. Inselman can help you.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who would like to address the commission today? Seeing no volunteers, meeting adjourned. Thank you for being here.